we read from the book of Srila Shiladev Goswami Maharaj, Srila Siddhabhani, the instruction of our Brahmuttabad, Srila Shiladev Goswami Maharaj. He speaks about the war of false prestige and fame that sprouts with the name. He says generally a kirtaniya, they enchant so many. So kirtaniyas, those who perform kirtan, they are charming so many, or enchanting so many. So many girls also may be charmed. In that way, they come into illicit connection. It is found everywhere, in most places. This is reality. You know, these things are not spoken usually, because everybody has bad conscience. Is not free from these things. It is found everywhere, in most places. Prabhupada Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati also said that to sing and to play on an instrument, that is a dangerous thing. If we are not well guarded, it will take one down. This art must be used very carefully. And the sound, what is charming in this world, that is also dangerous. Anything which is charming, which is capturing. So people are attracted by that. So what can draw the attention of others towards me? That is dangerous for our bhakti. So one must be very careful if he is endowed with property of this world. He will attract the ordinary people towards him. But if he becomes really used in the service of the Lord, then he will be benefited. He will take the advantage of this and surrender to Krishna. And who will be attracted by him? He will engage in the service of Krishna. So attraction may be good if utilized properly, otherwise it will take us down. If there's no connection with Krishna, no surrendering mood to the higher authorities. Somebody feels that it could fit to him. Yeah. He's truthful, he will never say this.
That's what I'm learning this now.
Yes, it's a hard school.
No, it's like this now.
And you have to carefully hear this. It's very important. And you should know that others also know our problems. And you should learn not from those who are singing for ladies or attracting or charming this world. You should learn from someone who is not in this line, who has, we have to find someone whose goal is to please Krishna with these things. We have to be very careful
for my understanding, so if I want to attract some woman with the plane, I will visit that person.
No, you will. In case that you will not. In case that you will attract some woman.
Yes, yes. So I will visit that person who have the same mentality.
Not necessary. You have this mentality.
Okay. So the Paramatma will not connect me with the person who have a similar case.
The Paramatma is not there when you are in this mood.
Chittaguru?
Yeah. You will not hear him. You will only hear what you see. You know, if one plays cattle, one sings, you know, and one watches who is watching me. Then you're on the wrong. You're so child, but so innocent child, you know, you have to learn. It is not so easy. There's a wonderful prayer of Sri Rupa Goswami Pranam mantra. Sri Chaitanya Dayashuddha Dhunidharo Damodharam Mudado Ramananda Sanatanam Karagu Jiva Divya Prabhu Radha Syamra Samritapati Mukara Padaika Samradhiya Sa Sirupa Iham Brabdhi Lahari Pasespeham Yajatu. This is Rupa Goswami Pranam mantra. With eagerness I desire to touch the waves of that ocean of nectar, which is Sri Rupa Goswami. He is the embodiment of the ambrosial Ganga of Sri Chaitanya's mercy and gives great delight to Swarup Damodar. He is a follower of Raya Ramananda and Sanatana Goswami and is the very life of Raghunath Das Goswami and Jiva Goswami. He is indeed the emperor of aquatics swimming within the nectar ocean of rasa for Sri Radha and Shyama. This experience, or this is a high, wonderful prayer, high realized, can appreciate, highly realized persons can appreciate this. And he speaks about the land of love. So Vrindavan, the highest plane of divinity, is a stage of consciousness. Above the plane of all reverence found in Vaikunta is Vrindavan, the land of simplicity and divine love. The peculiarity of the inhabitants of the highest plane of consciousness is that they do not feel they are in Vrindavan. It is aprakita, supermundane. So we should always remember that the plane of Vrindavan is a state of consciousness, is a stage of consciousness. It is above the plane of all the reverence, where God is worshipped as He is the greatest, He is the highest, He is the supreme. This consciousness of Vrindavan is not like this. it is a plane of consciousness where there is no awe and reverence. There is everything connected with friendship. Seva is basic of everything, because if someone loves someone, someone likes one, he wants to do something for him. So seva is always the basis. And also Chanda Rasa means the neutral state. They are like the animals, cows or the deers, when they hear the flute or they see Krishna on the transcendental, on this transcendental plane. They are also, all these animals are there, but it is apakita, supermundane. It is beyond this material conception or world where we are moving. So their consciousness is always connected with a loving relation. Astonished, they are charmed by the beauty and by the ecstasy what this kind of consciousness is producing. So up to Shakya means a friendship. Everything is based on seva. And then we may have feelings of parental relation to the Lord. There's no awe and reverence. He is my child. Is he doing wrong? I have to punish him. But everything is connected with very, very beautiful by feeling of love and devotion. They never got the idea to harm. It is just a play of the Lord, He manifesting on this super mundane plane, apakrita. And then, of course, the wonderful pastimes between the cowherd girls and the cowherd ladies, between the Lord and Vrindavan. It is the highest plane of consciousness. So, this is the land of love, Vrindavan. This is not available for those who have a different mood. Lord is big, Lord is a king, Ram. They worship him as a king, you know, and Sitaram, the queen, or there are different moods in every form, all different kind of moods he is manifesting for those who are accordingly feeling how they will relate, what is their relation to the Lord. So they are not satisfied with the understanding. God is the creator, God is great, God is... But we do not hear in other religions what is God doing. What that He's just sitting there on a throne and they're looking what we are doing here. This is a very simple or not very advanced state of understanding of God. But yes, it is God consciousness. But there are so many different levels where God manifests as Brahman. He is everything. He is, and I want to become one with this. Is another stage. Knowledge has been classified under 5 headings. The lowest is knowledge acquired through one's own sense experience. It is called pratyaksha. What we have experienced through our senses, that is the first stage. So the world exists, what we can experience through our senses. What is our senses? Who knows some of our senses?
The taste, sight, hearing,
Touch. And? Yes. The senses in Panch, five knowledge. We are getting knowledge through these senses: eyes, ears, nose, taste, touch, smell. We speak about five now. Mind is another problem. We will Pratyaksha, this is called what we have experienced through our senses. That is the first stage. It is the lowest stage, actually. The next higher stage is knowledge. We have not experienced with our senses, but have gathered from the experience of others. The Baroksha, it is called. Just as the scientists have their experience and we have gathered some knowledge from their inventions and discoveries. The third stage is above the stage of human experience, aparoksha. It is something like deep sleep. When we awaken, we say, I slept very happily. I slept a very good, sound sleep. But then we return from a deep, dreamless sleep. We express some awareness of that experience. But it is hazy. So it is not clear what our experience was during the sleep. It is hazy. Aparoksha is a sort of hazy experience which is indistinct, where the subject and material object come together and the material object vanishes in the subject. So when one becomes one with the external manifestation, where the subject and material object come together and the material object vanishes in the subject. Shankaracharya, the great proponent of impersonalism, explains the gradation of consciousness up to this point. That transcendental, supramental knowledge is the fourth stage of knowledge. That plane is different in every way. It is not similar to this world. But through Srimad Bhagavatam and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we come to know that there is a fifth stage of knowledge, which is very similar to this mundane world. Yet it is not mundane. Like when we hear the pastimes of the Lord playing like a child in the forest of Vrindavan, or our Lord Ram playing as a king and performing wonderful pastimes. It seems similar, but it is not similar to this world. But to which is similar to this mundane world, yet it is not mundane. It is called aprakrita. Prakrita means this material plane. Apakrita means it has nothing to do. Means not this material world. It is a transcendental world. It is not like what we can touch, what we can hear with our senses, cross senses. It is beyond, but it looks similar. And that is Goloka, the full-fledged theistic conception, which is only found in Krishna's domain. Central knowledge of the Absolute must have a connection with even the lowest level of mundane creation. It must be able to harmonize the worst portion of the illusory world. This is known as Apakrita, supramundane. To enter that highest realm is possible only through divine love. Is there any question on this point or any comments?
Maharaj, here, the Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, he's speaking about stages. So does it mean that we have to go through these stages, like stage for stage, or?
Yes, why not? In this life or in many lifetimes.
But for example, here the fifth stage, like of realizing, knowing personal Brahman, like
The fourth stage.
or fourth stage. Like it means that you will go through that as well, like
Yes.
ultimately.
If you realize come to the fifth stage, then you understand all the other stages properly. Then you have realized you cannot jump over the Brahman understanding. The understanding of everything is one other aspect of Supreme Lord. It is like this. It is reality. He is everything. We are one with Him. Achintya means not with our mundane conception. We cannot understand. Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. The truth is one with everything, and at the same time is also different. This is
Anek.
yeah.
One and all.
Yeah. Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. It is Mahaprabhu is teaching. So we are one and in the same time also different. Or with other words, we are the living beings, or there is different levels. Mundane conception of life, or the external world, the material world. Then what we are experiencing here, it is maybe mental or gross matter. It is the first. And this is one. And the next stage is you find in this one so many individuals, because we are all individuals also. Not only one. You will always be individual. But it seems like they're melting, means Paramatma. Then the next stage is Bhagavan. Then we come to the stage of we are all individual, and the source of everything is also an individual. And he's in the same time everything. He is me, he is you, everything you can, whatever exists, it is just his projections or his expansions. It is a play of him. But we have forgotten him, we have separated him. For us it is now illusion, Maya, or ignorance, we have forgotten. When we again come in connection, then we will see it is just a play of him. He's teaching us how to again come back to our real home, our real position. I don't know if you can follow that. And there is many stages, as 5 stages are there, we have to go to. First, in this material world, the beginning is we are becoming like animals, low living beings. What is the activities of this is just to eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Most of the people are living for this. Even not animals, humans. If you come to a higher stage, you will go into more subtle things. And this is what is explained here, 5 stages of knowledge. We will realize there's something existing like the mind. Yogis, since millions of years they're practicing. They get power, great power, mystic power to prove that the mind is much more higher or powerful than the gross matter, because mind controls matter. But first it has to come in the mind, then it will manifest in the gross world. So when you control the mind, it may not manifest. Something may not manifest. Mind is an energy. Mind is not, everybody has an individual. Mind is floating in the universe. Wherever you touch it, like a second World War. If someone speaks or enters to this topic, he may enter the wave of what is stored in the universe, of this time where they were thinking like this, where they were their mentality was like this, and you enter, and this is how the mind, if you can stop it, or you can control your mind, you will not enter either this, or come to a lusty desire, or to desire to exploit, or to get money, or all this is there, and when you touch, you will get involved in this cloud of how to get what you want. So yogis, they can control their mind, and they are not slaves of this wave, of this universal, whatever is, everything is present in this universe. You can, with your mind, you can go and experience everything. But this is what we call Maya, or illusion.
Maharaj, you told the mind is individual or not?
The living being is an individual. We are all individuals, souls. We are covered by matter now in our state, by the mind, by the intellect, This is all connected with this bodily conception. So it is also called material.
So we have nothing to do with this.
With what?
Because we are the soul, we have nothing to do with this.
In reality, no, this is not our home. It is an illusion. It is called Maya. That what is not.
So I should realize I am the soul and I will be completely out of this.
You must realize that this is what we have to understand. Otherwise you will go just in a circle, life after life, running for the same thing. This is not knowledge of what some individual person developed or I found out. This knowledge is given down from the creation of this universe. This knowledge is also given, and this was given to those who are qualified person. They give it from one to another. It is called parambara. Yes. And the qualification of these persons who got these things is that they not changing anything. They do not say now is Kali Yuga, now everything is different, we have to change this, we have to do. No. The laws of the nature are always the same. And material world is always the same. There's no this Shatta Yuga, Treta, Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga, different for different yugas. This is a circle, coming and going, coming and going. It's always the same. And always repeating. And we are coming all the time again and trying to exploit it, to squeeze out something, some happiness in this material world. In one lifetime we will understand it does not work. Or we get the fortune to meet a bona fide person who is in an authorist disciple succession. Then we have very fortunate persons. But this depends again on our past activities.
Maharaj, how it is connected with our past activities?
You just continue what you have done in past life, you continue now. You have forgotten your past, but it is just what you are running now for is the same thing what you were running in the past life. Now you have, from monkey, you have got a human form. But still the monkey is a little bit inside. But you get the association, we have the possibility to go further, to make a step forward. You give me argument against this. Our Srila Prabhupada, our Param Gurudev, he challenged all the scientists of this world. Let them come. He was not afraid that nobody could find arguments against this very clear and logical presentation of knowledge, the Vedas. Truth is truth. Truth is always truth. Birth, disease, old age, death. You tell me someone who can defeat this. They try hardly, but it is like small children playing something, you know. They want to stay young, you know, and they make all kinds of puddings. I don't know what they are doing, or that they they look like zombies, you know. They are 50, 60 and want to look like 20. It is shocking. It is very ugly age. They want to become machines, you know. But they are still living beings. This machine here, it will go. No chance. We cannot save it. We have to come to save the soul, the living me, the person, not this gross matter, not this mind who is connected with, has the same condition as the body, but is of course more powerful, but it is just material as much as our bodily conception. And the intellect also just engages in trying to find out how this universe is working. What is the use? What is the benefit if you know everything and you don't know who you are? Everything what is created will, in this material world, it will also vanish. Nothing is constant. This is reality. Anything more to say? Otherwise, time is gone.
We have a question on how it looks sleeping in a spiritual world.
Sleeping?
In the spiritual world.
What is about sleeping in a spiritual world?
We are interested in your question how it looks the sleeping in a spiritual world.
Sleeping?
Yes, what he's surviving, what he's experiencing when he's sleeping in the spiritual world, or if he's sleeping.
This body needs, this mind needs sleep. Because otherwise we would immediately we would die. But in the spiritual body we are always alive, fresh and young. There's no beginning and no end. Even if you sleep, you take rest or something, then take rest and then get up. But there is no This we have to wait a little bit to understand this. In the material world we need sleep, otherwise we go crazy. 24 hours, this mind is not tolerable. Anyway, there are many things what we cannot understand now. We are not discussing. But the knowledge is given, but our capacity to understand is not yet. We have not crossed the conception that we are body, mind, and intellect. So we pull down everything on our level and try to understand it on this mundane conception. But apakrita, or spiritual transcendental plane, we cannot understand with our material mind. It will come when we are deciding, yes, I want to get out, I want to go home. I want an eternal body. You are an eternal living being. But we think we are the body, so we suffer. We think we are the mind, so we suffer. It's natural in this material world. This is the teachings or the school that we are waking up. Everything is under control of higher power. We may accept or not, it will happen, but it is like this. And then we realize one time, we surrender a little bit and say, oh, yes, it's true. Then we are developing faith, shraddha, more and more. Then we think, hey, my Lord cares for me. Everything He is doing perfect. I only do wrong. Let Him do. He is my master, He is my everything. Jai Sila Sila Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nitya Lila Vishnu Vishnu Paramahamsa Vigacharya Stada Shishima Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nitai Guru Premanandi Mancha Kalpadarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyayavata Hitam Bhavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namah